Morning Year 6. Today we're going to make pancakes. This is what you'll need.
Good job.
Flour, eggs and milk. You need 2 tablespoons of flour to 1 egg to 1/4 of a pint of milk. So that's 2 tablespoons of flour to 1 egg to 1/4 of a pint of milk. And there we have our pancake batter. Now all we need to do is cook them. So 1/4 of a pint of milk, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of flour. That's never really enough for me. I tend to double that mixture so we can use our ratios to help us work out how much of each ingredient I need. Here's our original ratio. 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 egg, 1/4 of a pint of milk. If I wanted double that ratio, all I would need to do is double each ingredient. So 2 tablespoons of flour becomes 4 tablespoons of flour. 1 egg becomes 2 eggs, and 1/4 of a pint of milk becomes 1/2 pint of milk. My ratio of 2 to 1 to 1/4 has become 4 to 2 to 1/2. Double 2 to get to 4, double 1 to get to 2, double 1/4 to get to 1/2. What if I wanted enough for myself and my family? Well, for that, I would probably use 4 eggs. So how many tablespoons of flour and how much milk would I need for that if I wanted 4 eggs? Work it out. That's right. If I wanted to use 4 eggs to make enough for my family, I would need 2 for the original, 1 egg to get to 4 eggs. I have multiplied the 1 by 4. I need to do the same to my tablespoons of flour. 2 times 4 is 8 tablespoons of flour. And I had 1/4 of a pint of milk, 1/4 of a pint times 4, 1/4 add 1/4 add 1/4 add 1/4, 1 pint. So for my family, I would need 8 tablespoons of flour, 4 eggs, 1 pint of milk. We can also write those as ratios like this. So we can see here my original ratio of ingredients, 2 to 1 to 1/4. Can you remember what each of those parts were for? 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 egg, 1/4 of a pint of milk. I doubled it to have enough for myself. 4 tablespoons of flour, 2 eggs, 1/2 of a pint of milk. If I wanted enough for my family, I would probably use 4 eggs. To get to the 4, looking at the original ratio, I had to multiply this 1 egg here by 4. The 2 tablespoons of flour, I needed to multiply by 4 as well to get 8 tablespoons of flour. 1/4 of a pint of milk became 1 pint of milk. Your task today is to work out what you would need, what ingredients you would need for if you were having a sleepover, if you were throwing a small party, if you were having a ball, having an enormous party, if you wanted to feed the nation with pancakes. So use your ratios to help you work out. For example, if I had 3 eggs, how much flour would I need? 1 to get to the 3, that's 1 times 3, 2 times 3, 6. Quarter times 3, 3/4. What if I needed 10 tablespoons of flour? How many eggs? 2 times 5 to get to the 10. 1 times 5, 5. Quarter times 5 would be 1 1/4, which we know is the same as 5/4. Cooking time! So I've let my batter sit for a little because that just helps it to thicken up, and now I'm going to give it a bit of a whisk to get the last few lumps out. Just make sure I've got all of the flour in. Looking pretty good. This you need an adult for. Turn my heat up to the top because my pan needs to be really warm for this, and just put a little oil in. You can also use the 1 calorie spray. You can use butter. Obviously the 1 calorie spray is the healthiest, but I have not got any, so I am just using olive oil. My pan's nice and hot now. Normally I would use some kitchen roll to get rid of some of the excess oil and then keep it so that between every pancake I can just put the same kitchen towel in the pan. But the shops don't have any at the moment, and you might find the same for eggs and flour. So if you can't make them yet, don't worry about it. You can always keep this for a later date. Right. This first one's going to go badly wrong because, as I said, I've got way too much oil in here and there's nothing that I can do about it at the moment. So, wait and see the catastrophe. So I'm just going to pour some of my mixture into the pan. Your choice whether you want a thick or thin one. And then just give it a quick wobble so that it gets in the right place. You can see that where I've got too much oil, all of it's congealing, but it'll be fine. And then we just need to wait for it to be ready. And then put your favourite topping on. I have lemon and sugar. What do you have? We really look forward to seeing your investigation and any pancake making you might do. Have a good day!